Hello, everyone, and welcome to the STM Daily News Podcast. I'm your host, Charles Elliott, and today we're taking a closer look at a major milestone in one of America's most ambitious transportation projects, California high-speed rail. For nearly 2 decades, this project has sparked excitement, criticism, political battles, and endless debate. Supporters call it the future of transportation in the United States. Critics point to rising costs and delayed timelines. But regardless of where you stand, something significant has happened. California's high-speed rail project has reached a stage where the conversation is shifting from plans and promises to actual infrastructure and progress. Today we'll explore what this milestone means, how we got here, and what comes next. The idea of high-speed rail isn't new. Countries such as Japan, France, Spain, China, and others have spent decades developing rail systems that move passengers between cities at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour. Meanwhile, the United States largely focused on highways and air travel. In 2008, California voters approved Proposition 1A, authorizing funding for a statewide high-speed rail system. The vision was bold: connect San Francisco and Los Angeles with trains capable of traveling at speeds up to 220 miles per hour. The project promised reduced traffic congestion, lower emissions, job creation, and a modern transportation alternative for one of the world's largest economies. It was a vision that captured attention around the globe. As many large infrastructure projects do, California high-speed rail encountered obstacles. Land acquisition proved difficult. Environmental reviews took years. Construction costs increased. Political leadership changed. Legal challenges emerged. Funding became a constant topic of debate. For many Americans, the project became synonymous with delays and uncertainty. The question wasn't whether high-speed rail was possible. The question became whether California could actually deliver it. Yet, through all the criticism, construction continued. Bridge by bridge, viaduct by viaduct, mile by mile. Today, more than 80 miles of guideway structures have been completed in the Central Valley. Construction is active across roughly 119 miles of the future route. Dozens of major structures, including overpasses, grade separations, and rail crossings, have already been finished. But perhaps the most important development is what comes next: track installation. We'll return with more of the latest news about the California high-speed rail project after this brief break.
Looking for answers, context, and fascinating stories you won't find in a typical headline? Explore the Knowledge series from STM Daily News. From forgotten innovators and historical mysteries to science, technology, transportation, weather, and beyond. The Knowledge series breaks down complex topics into engaging, easy-to-understand stories. Discover something new every day and expand your understanding of the world around you. Visit stmdailynews.com and search for the Knowledge series. That's stmdailynews.com, where curiosity meets context.
Hey, pickleball fans, it's Mike Sleeves, a host of Sleeves Senior Pickleball Report, and I have some exciting news just for you. Our brand new online store is now open, and it's your go-to spot for all things SPR. Get your hands on exclusive workout shirts and t-shirts featuring our sleek SPR logos. Trust me, you'll look as good as you feel on the court. These shirts are designed for comfort and style, perfect for every pickleball session. Want something cozy for those chilly mornings? Don't worry, our sweatshirts are on the way too. Plus, every purchase supports our mission to bring you the inspiring stories of pickleball's greatest players, coaches, and advocates right here on our YouTube channel and podcast, People of Pickleball. So why wait? Head over to Sleeves SPR store today and keep checking back. We're constantly adding new colors and sizes. Let's wear our love for pickleball with pride.
For years, the focus was on preparing the corridor. Workers moved earth, relocated utilities, built bridges, and laid the foundation for a future railroad. Now the project is beginning the transition toward becoming an actual rail system. That may sound like a small distinction, but it is a significant one. A railroad becomes real when tracks begin to appear. One question people often ask is why the first segment is being built in California's Central Valley rather than between Los Angeles and San Francisco. The answer involves a combination of geography, cost, environmental review, and available funding. The Central Valley offered an opportunity to begin construction while larger urban segments continued through planning and regulatory processes. The current goal is to establish passenger service between Merced and Bakersfield. This initial operating segment is expected to stretch approximately 171 miles and could begin service in the early 2030s. Cities including Merced, Fresno, and Bakersfield would become part of America's first true high-speed rail corridor. For residents of the region, that represents a historic transportation investment. The future of California high-speed rail will largely depend on funding and political support. State leaders continue to advocate for eventual connections to the Bay Area and Southern California. At the same time, questions remain about federal support, project costs, and construction schedules. The next several years will be critical. Can the first operating segment be completed on schedule? Can the project demonstrate its value to passengers and taxpayers? And can it ultimately fulfill the original vision of connecting California's major metropolitan regions? Those questions remain unanswered, but one thing is clear. The project is no longer just a blueprint or a campaign promise. It exists. It is under construction. And with track installation approaching, California high-speed rail has entered a new chapter. Whether you view the project as a transportation revolution or a massive infrastructure gamble, it represents one of the most ambitious public works projects in modern American history. The coming decade may determine not only the future of California high-speed rail, but also whether the United States embraces high-speed rail on a larger scale. We'll continue following developments and bringing you updates here on STM Daily News. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, visit stmdailynews.com for more transportation, technology, and infrastructure stories from around the world. Until next time, I'm your host for the STM Daily News Podcast. Stay informed, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next episode.